Okay, so here we have our first system. Now I'm going to get to that other one over there, but for now we'll start here. And this was my original design with 3 bins here, 2 bins here. And then you showed a larger facility. So I looked at this and said, okay, let's put 3 of these bins. These bins are 73,000 bushel bins. So the 3 of them would make 219,000 bushel. And I drew in 4 in this row, which is a 60-foot 12 ring. And they are 115,000 bushel bins. 4 of them makes 460,000 bushel. Then I just wanted to go kind of extreme on the design for going big. And I added 4 more bins over here. Now, the one thing with these bins, I look at it and say, if we have these 7 storage bins and they're being filled and you need more bin space, you want to go larger. So at that point, I said, let's do a 60-20 ring, which holds 185,000 bushel. And we put 4 of them in a row, and those 4 together hold 740,000 bushel. So this whole facility here holds 1.4 million, and you have bins ranging in size from 73,000 bushel up to 185,000 bushel. So these bins here, these 2 first rows, are reclaimed back to elevator, and then I will draw a support tower and a support and loadout spout in once we decide on design. And here, instead of reclaiming these bins back, it's less cost to put a little 20-foot, there's a 24-foot, I think, discharge elevator right here at the bin unload, have the bin unloads dump into that elevator. The elevator have a short spout coming out, like a 14-foot spout, that dumps right into a truck. So you can drive underneath and load out and load a truck. Then if you want, you can have, which I would recommend, you would have side draws on these bins also. So you side draw everything you can, and then you load the rest with the elevator. Now you can just do a transport auger here, which a lot of people do. I'm drawing kind of the Cadillac. That way you can see what it is and someday maybe get there. So as you pull in the driveway, you're going to see these big bins, these elevators, but first these big bins. And another change I made on this system was I put the double swing pendulum distributor. Both elevators go into that distributor, so we can now spout to any bin or anywhere from any elevator. So that's where I came up to there on a 1.4 million bushel system. And if you wondered, in reality, when you would go to build this row of bins, you could say, okay, we're going a little bigger. Or when you go to do like this end bin or the end 2 bins, you could say we're going up to that 16 ring or 20 ring bin here already, not even waiting to hear. So that was my first design to completion. And then I looked at it and I didn't know if I liked this view coming in the driveway. Now, functionality, these 2 systems I'm going to show you are both equally functional. There's a couple things that might be a little bit different, that you may like better on one than the other. So here we have this dump pit. So you either come in here and turn and go across this dump pit and up around, or up around and then come across this dump pit. Whereas we come over here and I said, let's mirror this whole system. So if you look, I mirrored this whole system. This here with the dryer sticking that way. This one here, so that when you come in the driveway, this is what you're dealing with. This bin is still the existing bin, but we switch this other stuff around. And we have our dryer here, this bin over the dump pit here. we have our dump pit right here. So when we come pulling in the driveway, we come right across this dump pit and just keep going straight. And then we can go around the bins to come out. I mean, yeah. So after switching this around, I kind of like this system better. I kind of like this design better. And with the expansion planned for out the back here, it is with the expansion planned for out the back, it's we can build whatever bins out here we want in the future. So I kind of like this. If you see, I didn't get this conveyor swung over onto the bin right. I didn't get this spout swung over onto this bin. I was moved stuff around and then went to video, and I realized I missed some stuff. But if we decide to go with this design, then I will kind of wrap up those little details. So let me know what you think. But I kind of like this facility here, and then we have this facility, and I kind of like this better. I like the design better. We think that's a little better design.